Hey, kia ora whānau, you're here with me, the maoriwargamer, and today we'll be playing 40k zombies. Welcome whānau to mission number 3, the gripping finale of my 3-part 40k Halloween-inspired zombie battle reports. A unique fusion between Warhammer 40k, 40k Kill Team, and Walking Dead All-Out War to deliver a narrative-driven story, pulling together the best elements of those 3 tabletop games. If you haven't watched the previous 2 missions, I'd recommend you go back and watch that. However, as a quick recap on the story so far, so this is set within the Fate of Atreus campaign in which all my 40k content is set in. The Hollow Swarm Plague Marines have unleashed a deathly zombie plague upon the planet, turning the population into shambling corpses, shambling poxwalkers that have begun to take over, bolstering the ranks of the Death Guard whilst also delivering a crippling blow to the Imperium. So our heroic kill team of the finest members of the Imperium have banded together to recover a cure and escape with it so it can be refined and spread out to the population. However, they're up against various threats in the form of these unkillable corpses that rise from the dead and other unique beasts of Nurgle. So our kill team so far has been successful in recovering the cure and escaping through the city and making it through to the extraction point, which is where we are in this gripping finale. Our heroes have to navigate the way through the streets. Zombies on the left, zombies on the right, zombies on the landing pad here. Make it to the landing pad successfully and then await extraction by the Stormfang gunship that is set to come in once they set off the flares. And once at this point, simply needing to hold off long enough for the gunship to recover and extract our heroes so that the cure may be refined and dispersed amongst the population. So that's that. Our heroes are ready to go, racing, rearing to go. The zombies have taken over the streets, over the city, so odds are against our heroes. However, the Emperor does protect his favoured children. So we'll see how things go. Will they survive? Will they be able to save the city? Or will the poxwalkers overtake them and determine the fate of Atreus? You need to tune in to find out. So we'll go into mission 1 for our Imperium heroes. But before we do, let's take one final look at our Imperium Kill Team. So here is our Imperium Kill Team, made of the finest the Imperium has to offer. We have a Lord Commissar leading the group, armed with a plasma pistol and a power sword. We have a Dark Angels Apothecary armed with a chainsword and an Arthesium. He can recover wounds on a 2+. We have a Storm Warden's Reaver armed with a silenced heavy bolt pistol, combat knife, and a grapnel launcher so he can navigate heights quickly. And we have a Ferocious Wolfen of the 13th Company armed with a Stormfrag grenade launcher, Thunderhammer, Storm Shield. Leap into action, swinging that mighty hammer. So those are our heroes. Let's kick in. Mission number 3, Extraction, 40k Zombie Battle Report. Activation turn 1 for our Imperium Kill Team. So our forces are all moving forward this way, leaning towards this direction, this horde of zombies over here, the smallest horde at the moment. Currently on medium threat level, so the stakes are already raised as we move through the city. Going to make some shooting actions now. One shot from the silenced bolt pistol into the poxwalkers here, hitting on 3s. Miss. But silence, so no, does not alert any of the poxwalkers. Lord Commissar is going to shoot in, plasma pistol, hitting on 3s. That's a hit. That'll be a 2 to wound. That's a wound, only wound. However, the shot does generate noise and will bring the nearest poxwalker within, shambling towards the sound. Alright, so the sound of the plasma pistol alerts this poxwalker here. Within 7 inches, he's going to come shambling in. bring him into direct contact with the apothecary, who now gets a chance to swing into combat with his chainsword, or Narthesium. So the apothecary is going to attack in with his chainsword, noise-generating weapon, but an extra attack he gets to do. So 2 attacks hitting on 3s, 1 hit, and he's looking for a 3 to wound. Oh, Scully. Ouch. So that's going to bring in a Poxwalker shambling towards the noise as well. So boom. That one's shuffled in within the kill zone of the apothecary. Now for activation for the Wolfen, the last guy. So Wolfen merely advances, and that's going to end the turn for our Imperium Kill Team. So we'll go into the event phase, bring our zombies into combat. Alright, so we're on threat level 12 currently, and throwing from the event deck, +2 to threat, the Walking Dead. Oh, 2d6 walkers enter play, and the same walkers are then moved towards the nearest survivor. Yow. Yeah, wow. But the +2 also bumps us up to threat level 14, putting us into high threat. All prone walkers immediately stand up. So we're going to roll 2d6 for zombies. Rolling low for my opponent. I didn't even have 11 zombies. Alright, so here's 11 more zombies entering the battlefield, coming through from where our heroes entered. Kill zones, we have 2 going in against the apothecary, 3 going in against the commissar, 3 going in against the reaver, and 5 going in against the wolfen. So we're going to roll for the combats for the zombie phase, and then wrap up turn number 1. 1 successful hit from these poxwalkers into the apothecary. We're going to be wounding on a 5. No. Hits into the commissar, nothing. Into the reaver, nothing. We have 4 hits into the wolfen. 4 attacks, wounding on 5s. Oh, 2 wounds. 2 3-up storm shield saves. Using my dice. Oh! That means you're dead.
No, Wolfen has 3 wounds.
No. Everyone's get 1 wound profile. I think you got some sort of Wolven ferocity, feel no pain thing.
Yeah, I think so. I'll just check.
Oh! Alright, so some frantic reading by my opponent, who was too blasé with those 3-up saves, rolling double skulls. He's found a roll Death Frenzy, roll a 5-up when a wound is lost. That wound is ignored, so here he is going to try and roll for that. Looking for 1 5-up save, hopefully 2. Oh! So, Wolfen is wounded and manages to escape, survive, only just hanging on by a thread. But that'll be enough to wrap up turn 1, so the zombies are in. And these are new reinforced zombies. Haven't even got these guys into the fray yet. As we work to reach the extraction point so we can evacuate the battlefield with the zombie cure. Stay with us as we go into turn 2, zombie kill team. End of turn 2 activation phase for our Imperium Kill Team, who have merely moved and advanced, escaping from this horde of zombies here. A small bunch gathering over this way. And another group over here as well, not to mention the ones already positioned on the landing pad. Our heroes are going to have a fight on their hands as they look to escape with the zombie cure. Go straight into the zombie phase. Hopefully nothing too dangerous happens, but we'll see what the cards hold in store for us. Alright, round 2, event phase / zombie phase. +1 threat, 2 quiet. The groans get louder. Add 2 to the threat level. So a nice, simple zombie phase there. No one's within the kill zone, I'm sure. So we can continue unobstructed as we look to reach the landing pad call for our Stormfang extraction, and escape the battlefield with the cure. Turn 3 for our Imperium Kill Team. They've made it onto the landing zone. Poxwalkers abound. So we're going to have to get into some combats or some shootings. Clear the horde so that the gunship can make its descent. Silence bolt pistol from our Reaver. Firing in on a 3. That's a hit. 3 to wound, 6 to decapitate. What's that?
5.
I'm gonna have to believe you. Wait up, wait. There we go. 5. So one's honours. Fallen prone. Continue the turn. Commissar firing his plasma pistol into Red Jacket on a 3. Hit. 2 to wound, 6 to evaporate the brain. 5. That is into the... Oh, he's going to draw in noise, bringing in these two. So we're going to go into the fight phase for our Apothecary. 2 attacks. Oh, what a loser. And last one, the Wolfen. Wolfen's going to charge these two and make his swings. How many attacks does he get?
3 attacks.
Alright. 3 attacks from the Wolfen. Swing in with his Thunder Hammer, letting out a glorious howl. 3 hits. And 2's to wound, 6's to crush brains to an absolute pulp. 2 more prone walkers. Alright. So that'll be the end of the turn for our Imperium Kill Team. Activation, end of their activation, sorry. Commissar is going to call in for assistance.
HQ, can you hear me? This is Commissar Bison of the 501st, calling for immediate extraction from the battlefield. We have the zombie cure, and we are waiting on the landing pad.
This is HQ, reading you loud and clear. Stormfang gunship on the way. Hold out for 3 turns.
Alright, event phase, turn 3. Won't stay down. All prone walkers stand up. 2d6 walkers enter play. 5 walkers enter. All the ones on the pad stand up. And a siren goes off on the landing pad. Wham, 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 wham.
An alarm. Blast it. It's gonna call all the zombies to our position. Yes, of course. I thought this was too easy. Get ready. The horde approaches.
Alright, so an alarm siren blares out across the battlefield in the ruined city on the planet of Atreus, as our heroes have recovered the cure and are looking to be extracted so that the cure can be refined and spread out amongst the population to cure those affected by the zombie plague. The siren, though, does alert all the zombies who begin to shamble towards the landing pad, and what a horde we have assembled across the battlefield, looking to bring death towards our Imperium heroes who must hold out. The hulking Fly Brothers have arrived, drawn in by the chaos. One there, and one over here as well. All our zombies have stood up as a result of our event. And so we'll go into zombie combat for turn 3. Alright, so our heroes escape unscathed except for the Apothecary, who was wounded as well. So, dire straits. We've got a wounded Apothecary, a wounded Wolfen. The horde is looking out over the battlefield, hungry for brains. And our evacuation is no yet closer to recovering us. So stick with us. Turn 4, Imperium activation. End of the activation for our Imperium Kill Team on turn number of lost count 4. No, I reckon it's 5 or 6. We've lost count. There's our accumulated beverages partaken during this campaign. Drink responsibly, but also very enjoyable to have a quiet drink while you're enjoying a game of tabletop gaming. Anyway, he brained 2 with his Thunder Hammer. This guy got nothing, and we've knocked down 2 there. 1 still in combat against the wounded apothecary. So we'll go into the event phase and see what happens as we wait for extraction. Alright, so end of the zombie phase here, turn 5 or 6, who remembers? Chaos Spawn is locked into combat. The rest of the crowd shambling at the stairs. The evacuation needs to happen. Wolfen survives by that, what is it, beastly vigor or whatever, roll a 5 or a 6.
Frenzy.
Death Frenzy, yeah. That's the only way he survived against the Chaos Spawn. Combat still going there, and our Dark Angels Apothecary has fallen to the zombies. Unfortunately, the healer cannot heal himself, so very sad. First casualty, wounded. Yeah, let me put him back actually. Wounded. So his body, he can recover from his wounds if the evac arrives next turn. We'll find out. But that's the dire straits. A wounded Wolfen surviving only by the might of his Storm Shield and Death Frenzy. The rest of them are going to pile up next turn. Let's hope that evac comes in and takes us away. Alright, and the gunship has arrived for extraction for our Imperium Kill Team. Surviving Wolfen, Storm Warden's Reaver, Imperial Commissar. Pick up the wounded Dark Angels Apothecary and load him onto the Stormfang gunship for immediate evacuation to the orbital base, where the Adeptus Mechanicus will refine the cure and spread that out amongst the population, the zombie horde gathered here. We'll refine the cure, spread that out, cure all our infected citizens, and save the day. So Stormfang gunship loaded, off, and henceforth, is that the appropriate use of henceforth? I've never used that in my everyday conversation. But henceforth, our heroes have achieved their objective, and the fate of Atreus will not be decided by the zombie plague, but by the further battles to come as we look towards the end of 2019. Alright, Whānau, so that shall mark the end of 2019 Halloween special 40k Zombies with your host, the maoriwargamer. Our Imperium Kill Team managed to escape. And now that cure will be refined by the Adeptus Mechanicus, spread out amongst the citizens, and make it a little bit easier. Reduce the numbers of the Hollow Swarm that have landed on Atreus, looking to take the planet for themselves. So yeah, it's amazing what you can do when you've got the power of the Space Wolves, the Storm Wardens, Imperial Commissar, and the mighty Dark Angels. But Whānau, I hope you enjoyed that. A bit of fun, a bit of narrative. That's what I work towards most on the channel, just providing unique experiences, narrative experiences, tie my kill team, tie my battle reports into some sort of larger story. I think that has more impact that way. And I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely a lot to learn, balancing issues, that type of stuff. But overall, I think it was a lot of fun, gripping, exciting. And I'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback on the overall campaign. If you enjoyed it though, make sure you give it a thumbs up, give it a like, show your support for a humble wargamer from New Zealand. Working on his passions, working on his hobbies, providing entertainment to the masses. That's what we work to do here at maoriwargamer Studios. So yeah, subscribe to the channel. Hoping to hit 250 subscribers by the end of 2019. 11 away from that goal, so any help would be appreciated. And tune in next week, we have the Tau up against the Eldar of Craft World Sam Han. So that'll be a good battle. Returning to regular 40k content as the fate of Atreus wraps up. So hope to see you there weekly Warhammer battle reports, weekly Let's Plays, and currently going through Blackstone Fortress with Star Wars Legion coming up. Thank you for watching. I am your humble host, the maoriwargamer. Ka kite. Anō.